Good evening, afternoon, evening, good night, whatever it is. It's Georgetown baseball. That's what it is. Live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. We're getting ready to go. Game number one for Georgetown here at day two of this 2026 Central Texas First Pitch Classic. I'm Wally Harmon alongside, of course, the lady that makes it all happen, Jerry Ann Harmon. Here at Eagle Field, we get ready for the third game of Georgetown's tournament. They went 2-0 yesterday, big wins over the Rockwall Heath Hawks and the Permian Panthers in the night till last night. And today, they will take on the San Antonio Johnson Jaguars here at Eagle Field in day two of the First Pitch Classic. And leading it off for the San Antonio Johnson Jaguars will be the center fielder, number 20, Cade Pantuso. Pantuso, the 5'10", 200-pound senior, starting in center field, leading off from the left side. Jack Kiki on the mound for the Eagles. First pitch is low and inside for ball one. 1-0 the count. Jack Kiki, the senior right-hander, vacates the shortstop position to take over on the mound here to start game number 3 of the tournament. Outside for ball 2. Defensively for the Eagles in left field, Cade Erickson, Cooper Thomas in center, and Josue Hernandez in right field. Kiki out of the windup for the 2-0 pitch. That one's right in there for a called strike one. On the infield, Colton Green at third base, Gavin Kelly at shortstop, Connor Young at second, Braden Curtin at first base. Behind the plate is Braden Rogers. 2-1 pitch popped up right side of the infield. Kiki calls for it, but he'll be called off. Braden Curtin, the first baseman, makes the catch about 3 feet into foul territory for out number 1. P3 in the book to retire Pantuso, and that will bring up the number 2 hitter for the Jaguars, and number 3, Zach Dubois, the 5'9", 155-pound senior, the designated hitter today for the Jaguars here in the game. First pitch from the right side, swinging fly ball into right field. Josue Hernandez to his left makes the catch for out number 2, F9 in the book to retire Dubois. And with 2 outs, in steps the right fielder, number 7, Fernando Puentes, the 5'7", 160-pound sophomore. He'll step in from the right side with 2 outs and the bases empty here in the top of the first inning. Another totally opposite day of day one here weather-wise at Eagle Field in the First Pitch Classic. Overcast, cloudy day, cooler weather. First pitch just misses for ball 1 to Puentes. 1-0 the count. Cooler weather in the 60s compared to the 80s yesterday. Hoodies and jackets, pants, not many shorts out here today in the cooler weather, but a beautiful day for baseball in day 2. Kiki from the windup, the 1-0 pitch. And it just misses low for ball 2, 2-0 the count. On deck, the first baseman, JT Farmer for the Jaguars. Should Puentes be able to extend the inning here in the top of the first for the Jaguars. Kiki's 2-0 pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. 2-1 the count. To the right fielder. Georgetown won it 5-4 in a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th over the Heath Hawks yesterday. And what an exciting into the first game of the season. As the 2-1 pitch misses low and away for ball 3. 3-1 to Puentes now with 2 outs and the bases empty here in the top of the first. But Connor Young went to work on the first pitch he saw from the closer Bryant from the Hawks and put it to the deepest part of the park in right center field for a bases-clearing 3 RBI triple that gave the Eagles the walk-off 5-4 win. A 2-out walk issued to Fernando Puentes will give the Jaguars their first base runner of the ball game. First walk issued by Kiki, and that'll bring up number 18, the first baseman, JT Farmer. He'll step in from the right side. Farmer, 6'1", 180-pound senior, steps in, ready to go as Kiki works from the stretch with the runner on base. The first pitch here to Farmer on the inside corner for a called strike 1. But then Georgetown rallies from a deficit in game 2. They took the lead 3-0 at the bottom of the first. The Panthers of Permian came back, put 4 runs in the top of the second inning, but Georgetown rallied to win it late, 7-4. 0-1 pitch misses low and away, ball 1, 1-1 to count. But the Eagles win it right before time was called. They had already played their 3rd run of the bottom of the 6th inning. A 2-hour and 15-minute hard stop in the tournament games. And so the Eagles won it 7-4 to go to 2-0. The 1-1 pitch from Kiki. Ground ball to third. Colton Green on the backhand. The fire all the way across the diamond. Skips into Curtin's glove for out number 3. 5-3 on the putout to retire Farmer and the Jaguars here in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base after half an inning. San Antonio Johnson 0. Georgetown coming up to bat when we come back live here at Georgetown High School. Stay with us. Back here at Eagleville, we go to the bottom of the first. Georgetown bringing up the top of their lineup to face off against Max Cunningham. The starting pitcher for the Jaguars, it'll be Cooper Thomas, Jack Kiki, Connor Young. Starting it off for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. Number 6, Cooper Thomas, the center fielder, steps in to lead things off for Georgetown against Max Cunningham, a 5'10", 200-pound senior, throws right-handed, works out of the stretch on the first base side of the rubber for the Jaguars. As he comes set, Cooper in from the right side. The first pitch of the bottom half of the inning. Cooper sends it right out towards shortstop. Fielded there by Holder across the diamond just in time to get the speedy Cooper Thomas for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the inning. 6-3 on the putout to retire Cooper. And in steps the starting pitcher today, number 7, Jack Kiki, the senior. Bats right, throws right. Kiki will step in here. In the top half of the inning, Kiki faced 4 batters through 13 pitches. Just walked 1. Left that runner stranded. Steps in here with 1 out and the base is empty in the bottom half of the first for the Eagles. Cunningham from the stretch comes set. The first pitch to Kiki. Up and in. Chin music there. Ball 1 to Jack Kiki. Connor Young on deck. Braden Rogers, the catcher, here in game 1. In the hole, the 1-0 pitch. Kiki pulls the bunt attempt back and takes it low and away for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Quite a start for head coach David Durrell in his first season as the head coach at Georgetown. Starts his first day 2-0. Congrats to Coach Durrell as he and Coach Payne and James Key take over and run the machine here at Georgetown. The 2-0 pitch to Kiki. Fouled off back to the screen. 2-1 the count. To the starting pitcher, Jack Kiki. Jack, your everyday shortstop. Starting on the mound for the Eagles today. Last night, 2 for 3 with a sac fly RBI. In game number 2, the 2-1 pitch. Up high and away. Ball 3. 3-1 the count now to Kiki. Other action here at Eagle Field in this first pitch classic earlier, the 10 o'clock game. The Heath Hawks victorious over San Antonio Johnson 2-1 in that ball game. And after this ball game, the Heath Hawks will come back and host the Prosper Eagles at the 4 p.m. tilt before Georgetown closes it out tonight. The 3-1 pitch. Kiki, fly ball down the right field line, curling towards the line. Giving chase is Fuentes, and he'll make the catch just before the fence for out number 2. An F9 in the book to retire Jack Kiki. And that'll bring up the second baseman, the junior Connor Young. Connor Young throws right, bats left, steps in here. A good day for Connor Young yesterday. And multiple players could have been players that we talked to after a win like that, but Connor Young, nothing bigger than that 3 RBI triple to clear it and walk it off in the bottom of the 7th with the victory over the Hawks. It was 2 for 4 in game number 1 before going 2 for 4 in game number 2. 4 for 8 on the day, 500 on the season. Steps in here with 2 outs and the base is empty in the bottom of the 1st. First pitch from Cunningham. As Lowe skips in and past the catcher for ball 1. 1-0 the count. With Braden Rogers on deck for Georgetown, should Connor Young extend the inning here. Georgetown, that's Coach Chad Payne down at third base. Coach David Durrell in the first base coach's box. James Keek, the coach in the dugout for the Eagles. Max Cunningham comes set, the 1-0 pitch. Young fouls it off back to the screen. 1-1 the count to Connor. Here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Not much chirping going on. Doppler Dave on the drive back from Dallas-Fort Worth. Loves the crowd, Mike. We have more fun in here listening to these kids chirp. Quiet right now, Dave. We're trying to get them going. It's the 1-1 count here to Connor Young. Bottom of the 1st, 2 outs and the base is empty. The 1-1 pitch. Outside for ball 2, 2-1 to count. Georgetown, the uniforms today. All white pants and jersey tops, blue pinstripes, blue numerals, blue lettering. 2-1 pitch, fouled off, back to the screen. 2-2, evens out the count to Connor Young. Here in the bottom of the 1st. Georgetown, the new digital camo G logoed hats. The team hat this year, their special hat that they picked. Johnson Jaguars, white pants at the knee-high level with baby blue shorts, or jersey tops, baby blue hats. The 2-2 pitch just misses Connor for ball 3 on the inside. 3-2 to Connor Young here with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 1st inning. It's 7 p.m. tonight. Georgetown will play the nightcap of day 2 against the Prosper Eagles. Be another great battle, another good ball team in here for the First Pitch Classic. The 3-2 pitch inside, ball 4. So in kind, Max Cunningham repeats what Georgetown did in the top half of the 1st, and that's walk the batter with 2 outs in the inning. And Georgetown try to extend it here. Is Braden Rogers, the catcher, number 11, the senior, throws right, bats right, steps in. Rogers from the right side will step in with Connor Young down at first base, being held on by the first baseman, Farmer. Cunningham from the first base side of the rubber in the stretch comes set. The pitch to Rogers. Breaking ball comes in there and catches the inside part of the plate for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Cunningham, a long look in to his catcher, Walrich. Cunningham's 0-1 pitch. Connor Young off and running, low for ball 1. Sails the throw into center field. Connor Young unable to advance. Does a great job of covering his Pantuso in center field to keep Young at second base. Now a runner at second base with a 1-1 count to Braden Rogers. Cade Erickson, the left fielder. On deck for Georgetown here in the bottom of the 1st. The catcher, Wilrich, out to talk to his pitcher. The Jaguars out of San Antonio, 6A team. Head coach Gordon Gessel. Assistant coaches Joseph Colazzo and Ryan Redding. Out of Northeast Independent School District. The 1-1 pitch to Braden Rogers. Down in the turf. Way to lay off of that for Rogers. 2-1 now the count. Braden was 0 for 3 in game one. Just missing a couple of different pitches flying out in his third at bat. But in the nightcap, he was 2 for 3 on the night. 2 singles, an RBI, was hit by a pitch and reached on the fielder's choice. And now he'll take time and step out. Cunningham, methodical in his delivery. A long look in to the catcher, Wilrich. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Connor Young leads off second base. Cunningham comes set. A look at second base. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit out towards short to his left. To field it, throw it across the diamond in time. Holder to Farmer for the putout. And the Eagles are down here in the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. 6-3 on the putout to retire Rogers and the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. At the end of 1, we remain scoreless. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back. Top of the second inning. Johnson Jaguars will bring up the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. To the top of the second we go here at Eagle Field. Jack Kiki on for his second inning of work. Faced 4 batters, walked 1 through 13 pitches in the top half of the first. Settles in here against the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Peyton Munguia, the left fielder, steps in, swinging on the first pitch. Ground ball out to short. Gavin Kelly charges, throws on the run just in time. What a play by Gavin Kelly, 6-3 on the putout. Charges it from the deep in the hole and fields it and throws on the run. A shot over to Curtin for the putout. 6-3 to retire Munguia for out number 1. And that'll bring up Elvis Estrada. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis is in the building. Did you like that? That was good. Elvis Estrada steps in, the second baseman, wearing number 4. Estrada, the 6-foot, 195-pound junior, bats from the right side. Kiki out of the windup. The first pitch to Estrada. In there for a called strike 1. Nice pitch from Jack Kiki. Kiki from the first base side of the rubber, from the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Break a pitch, inside corner, called strike 2. We talked about it yesterday. We'll talk about it today. Consistency of the umpires, top to bottom of the innings. You love it. The same type pitch location that Braden Rogers had the called strike. You see it there against Estrada, and that's all you can ask for in a game like this. The 0-2 pitch, line drive out to right field. Josue Hernandez gets turned around, and it's over his head to the wall. Estrada heads around second base. Here comes the throw in, and he'll be in with a triple. The throw just up the line to pull Colton Green. So a 1-out triple by Elvis Estrada. As a man aboard in scoring position for the Jaguars. And now in steps the catcher, Shea Wilrick. I had it wrong. It is not Wilrich. It's Wilrick. He steps in from the right side wearing number 13. Kiki will throw to first. Estrada back in standing. Kiki from the stretch now with the runner on third. Comes set. The first pitch to Wilrick. Hits him on the left hand. Now runners on the corners. For the Jaguars, that'll bring out a courtesy runner. First batter hit by a pitch by Kiki. We'll see who the courtesy runner is here for the catcher, Wilrick. It'll be number 5, Gustavo Jurado. 5'6", 160-pound senior. So the first hit of the ball game, the first hit by pitcher of the ball game followed there. And now the courtesy runner, Jurado, in for the catcher, Wilrick. And that'll bring up Justin Baker, the third baseman. He'll bat from the right side, number 11. 6'1", 205-pound sophomore. As Jurado dives back in head first at the throw over to first from Kiki to Braden Curtin. So now the Jaguars threatening here in the top of the second. Runners on the corners, one out. The number 8 batter in the lineup. Another throw to first, and a nice one close there as the throw skips into Curtin on the tag. But Jurado back in safely. Expecting the runner to take off, getting a good-sized lead over there at first. Kiki comes set in the stretch. First pitch here, Farmer right back up the middle, and a diving play, and it's going to be a double play, and the Eagles get out of the inning. Connor Young to his right. Dives to his right, snags the line drive for out number 2, and throws back to first to double off Jurado for out number 3, and the Eagles get out of it with no damage done. L4, 4-3 on the out number 3 of Jurado, and the Eagles get out of the inning with no runs. 1 hit, no errors, and 1 run. 1 runner left on base after an inning and a half. We remain scoreless. Eagle baseball continues after this. Stay with us. Here at Eagle Field, we go to the bottom of the second. The Eagles bring up the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Cade Erickson, Caleb McDougal, and Colton Green. Cade Erickson, the lefty, steps in for his first at-bat of the ball game. Where's number 3? Playing left field today. Cunningham comes set. First pitch high over the head of Erickson for ball 1 in his first inning of work. Cunningham walked 1 through 16 pitches. Cunningham, second inning of work, comes set, pitches from the stretch the entire time. The 1-0 pitch to Erickson. Line drive hit down the right field line. Erickson gets it over the head of the outfielder all the way to the wall. Cade around first, heads to second. He's going to head to third. And Cade Erickson's going to have a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the second for your Georgetown Eagles. Fuentes gave chase but could not get to it, and it's over his head. Couple of bounces off the wall as Mama Erickson was up the ramp watching the at-bat as Maddie takes off back down the ramp cheering for Cade. What a shot there to pick up the Eagles' first hit of the ballgame. It's a leadoff triple, and now the Eagles have Caleb McDougal. He wears number 12. Sounds familiar? Might be. He plays quarterback for the Georgetown Eagle football team. The junior right-hander in the designated hitter position today steps in here. First base up on the edge of the turf. Square to bunt. Misses at the bunt. Erickson is going to get back to base. There's a safety squeeze on there, but the third baseman, Baker, charged with him, and Cade Erickson, quick and shifty, got back to third base safely. 0-1 the count to the DH, Caleb McDougal. Dougal back in from the right side. First baseman, Farmer, now a step in on the infield turf grass. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball stays high through the zone for ball one. 1-1 to count. It's almost eerily similar how these two teams are, except for Georgetown got their first hit, which was a triple, with the number 5 hitter. The Jaguars in the top half of the second inning got their first base hit, a triple, in their second batter of the inning. So now Georgetown trying to threaten here after getting some defensive help and getting out of the inning without any damage done in the second. The 1-1 pitch, McDougal lays off and takes it for a called strike 2. 1-2 now the count to the DH, Caleb McDougal. On deck, the third baseman, Colton Green. But quickly here in this season, in just the third game of the young season, you're seeing defense pick up the team here for Georgetown. A great play there by Connor Young to dive and catch the line drive and double the runner off at first to get out of the inning. The 1-2 pitch fouled off. McDougal stays alive in the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But that also shows to the athleticism of Connor Young. Usually one of the catchers here for the Eagles, but also very talented to play anywhere in the field. But plays a great second base, can pitch as well. And so just a great play there, but what a job to pick up your pitcher and keep the board clean for the Eagles. Cunningham, a long look in, will come set in the stretch. The 1-2 pitch to McDougal. Outside off the plate for ball 2. Nice spot there for Cunningham, trying to see if he can expand the zone. Doesn't get the call, and it's a 2-2 count now to Caleb McDougal. Here in the bottom of the second. No outs and a runner at third. The leadoff triple down the right field line by Erickson. Cunningham comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3. McDougal down on strikes for the first strikeout of the ballgame for Cunningham. And with 1 out and a runner at third, that'll bring up the third baseman, number 13, Colton Green. That will move the first baseman, Brayton Curtin, into the on-deck circle here in the bottom of the second. Some pitch-perfect flashbacks. Some of this music, walk-up music. Now the infield going to be in here for the Jaguars. Cunningham's going to step back off as Coach Gassel makes the call. So Colton Green back in from the right side. Cunningham from the stretch. Infield on the edge of the infield turf. The first pitch from Cunningham to Green. Swing and a miss on a ball down in the turf. Strike 1 to Green. 0-1 the count. Green back in from the right side. Cunningham gets the signal from his catcher, Wilrick, and comes set in the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Lays off and takes an off-speed pitch in there for called strike 2. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Erickson down at third after the leadoff triple. Cunningham comes set. The 0-2 pitch to Green. Just up and outside for ball one. 1-2 the count. Braden Curtin on deck. Gavin Kelly, the number 9 hitter, in the hole for the Eagles. Here in the bottom of the second. Infield stays in for the Jaguars. Cunningham comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Green slaps it right to the second baseman on a line drive. Nice play made there by Estrada. And that keeps Erickson at third base. Now 2 outs, L4 in the book to retire Green. And with 2 outs and a runner at third, in steps Braden Curtin, the senior first baseman. Players number 10. Cunningham looks in and gets the sign. Will come set in the stretch. Erickson leads off third, not being held on there. Curtin ready. The first pitch to Braden Curtin. Curveball in there on the inside corner for called strike one. 0-1 the count. A lot of flashback to what Damian Hernandez did for Permian in the first few innings of the ballgame last night. Living on that breaking pitch in the inside corner. Cunningham doing the same. The 0-1 pitch to Curtin. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 0-2 the count. Gavin Kelly, the shortstop, on deck for Georgetown. Cunningham, a long look in. No speed between the sign receiving and the delivery. The 0-2 pitch, up and away. And Erickson's going to take advantage. Here comes Erickson to play at the plate. No play. Georgetown leads it 1-0. Cade Erickson, as the ball squirted out of the glove of Wilrick off to the right side towards the first base dugout. And Erickson kept a secondary lead and took off using the speed. And he'll slide in without a throw from Wilrick back to the catcher or pitcher Cunningham. And Georgetown able to steal a run here to take the lead 1-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Curtin with the bases empty and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the second, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss down to the turf. Wilrick will have to throw down to complete the out, and does. But not before Georgetown gets a run across here in the bottom of the second. It takes a 1-0 lead. No one run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base after 2 complete. San Antonio Johnson 0, Georgetown 1. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Third, Jack Kiki on for his 3rd inning of work. Will face off against the 9-1-2 hitters for the Jaguars. First pitch, swing and a miss. For the shortstop, Carter Holder, 0-1 the count. Through 2 innings, Kiki has allowed 1 hit, walked 1, hit 1, and thrown 19 pitches. The 0-1 pitch to Holder. Low and away for ball 1, 1-1 the count. On deck, Cade Pantuso, the center fielder. And Zach DuBois in the hole. For the Jaguars. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit out towards second. Connor Young to his right. Fields it, sets his feet. The throw to first. In time. 4-3 on the putout to retire Holder for out number 1. And that'll take us back to the top of the Jaguar lineup for Cade Pantuso, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to Curtin at first base in foul territory back in the top of the first. Steps in here from the left side. Pantuso, the senior. Center fielder back ready. Kiki out of the windup. The first pitch, swinging fly ball down the left field line. Continues to curl, and it will land foul up against the left field fence. A long strike, 0-1 to count. Pantuso back in from the left side. Kiki's 0-1 pitch. Line drive hit out in center field. Cooper Thomas comes in casually to make the grab for out number 2. L8 in the book to retire Pantuso. And that takes us to Zach Dubois.
Number 3, Zach Dubois.
Dubois. We'll get the pronunciations right at some point. I apologize. But 2 outs here in the top of the third. No runners on. Dubois steps in. He's 0 for 1 as he flew out to Josue Hernandez in right field back in the first inning. Takes the first pitch high and inside for ball 1. 0-1 the count to Dubois. Kiki from the windup. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hit out between first and second base into right field for a 2-out base hit. And Dubois aboard for the Jaguars, another 2-out base runner. Did the same thing back in the first inning. Second hit of the ball game for the Jaguars, and that'll bring up Fernando Puentes, the right fielder. He's 0 for 0 in the ball game. He's the one that drew the walk back in the first inning. Was left stranded at first base. Steps in here with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Curtin will hold on Dubois at first base. Kiki now from the stretch. The runner is off. Swing and a miss. Rogers throw down. Sails away. Connor Young will dive back. Dubois thought it went off into the outfield, but a great play by Young to keep it in. But a stolen base there for Dubois. So now, for the second inning in a row, the Jaguars have a runner in scoring position. But an 0-1 count to Puentes as he went swinging for that to protect his runner. Kiki in the stretch. Looks back at second base. The 0-1 pitch. Down in the turf, blocked by Rogers. Dubois unable to advance. 1-1 to count now. Yeah, 1-1. He did swing at that first pitch down to the turf, trying to protect Dubois. Dubois had a big lead and stole second easily. 2 outs and a runner at second base now. Kiki comes set. A throw to second base. Dubois dives back in under the tag safely. We'll reset with a 1-1 count. 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Kiki, a look at second base. Looks in and gets a sign from his catcher, Braden Rogers. Jackal comes set. Another peek at Dubois at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Inside corner, called strike 2. Nice pitch there from Kiki. And now Jack ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third. Jackal comes set in the stretch. A look at second base. The 1-2 pitch. Pop fly on the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Gavin Kelly, settles under it. And he'll make the catch for out number 3. P6 in the book to retire Puentes and the Jaguars here in the top of the third. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 runner left on base. After 2.5 innings, San Antonio Johnson 0. Georgetown 1. Eagles come up to bat in the bottom of the third when we come back. Stay with us.
Yeah, fly like an eagle. Yeah, spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it. I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Next up. It's just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get to step on while they get the bag. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? None of my enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the packet. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up in tanks, that's still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathy. Ready on mine with these lines. Spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design. Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high. I'm levitating on the rhymes. Spiritual meditation, ain't no kind of faces. We got blue in our eyes. Say we don't go. We suited up when we put on a show. Like, they want me for broke. I do it on one and making a toast. I could be doing the most. Yeah, submitted some jokes. I can see through them like ghosts. Yeah, do more than just float. I gotta fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes. You won't keep me lacking. Already been through it. I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Yeah, just me and my passion. Hear all the talking they seeing.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Georgetown Eagles will bring up the 9-1-2 hitters. Gavin Kelly, Cooper Thomas, and Jack Kiki. Gavin Kelly, the junior shortstop today, steps in from the right side for his first at bat. Cunningham on for his third inning of work. Set in the stretch. The first pitch to Kelly. Low and inside. 4-1. 1-0 the count through 2 innings of work. Cunningham has allowed 1 run, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's thrown 32 pitches, 16 in each inning. As he works here in the bottom of the third against your Georgetown Eagles. Cunningham comes set in the stretch. The 1-0 pitch to Gavin. Stays up and inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Eagles scored their only run back at the bottom of the second. Cade Erickson led off the inning with a triple down the right field line and then scored on a pass ball from off the glove of the catcher, Wilrick. The 2-0 pitch to Kelly. High through the zone. Ball 3. 3-0 the count. Georgetown baseball continues tomorrow. Don't forget about tonight, 7 p.m. The Prosper Eagles will take on your Eagles here at Eagle Field at 7 p.m., the final game of day 2. But then tomorrow, the 9 a.m. and the 11:30 a.m. ball games. 3-0 pitch down low in the turf. A 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning to Gavin Kelly. Gives Georgetown a base runner to open up the inning. One thing that Coach Durrell talked about yesterday when we talked to him is base runners getting off to start an inning. It just opens up things for Georgetown. And what a better time here to turn the bottom of the lineup to the top and turn it back over to Cooper Thomas, center fielder. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame, grounded out to the shortstop back at inning number 1. Cooper in from the right side. The runner at first. Kelly being held on by Farmer there as Cunningham comes set in the stretch. First pitch to Cooper. Breaking pitch. Misses low for ball 1. Coach Payne giving out the signs over at third base. Kelly will lead off. 1 ball, no strikes to Cooper Thomas. On deck, Jack Kiki. The 1-0 pitch. On the inside part of the plate for a called strike 1. A 1-1 to count now to Cooper Thomas. Cunningham comes set. Kelly off first. Not a very big lead. Farmer holds him on. The 1-1 pitch. Kelly off and running. Swing and a miss on a ball down in the turf. But Kelly able to steal second base without a throw. So now a runner in scoring position with no outs. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count. To Cooper Thomas, the leadoff man for your Georgetown Eagles. Kinky on deck. Connor Young in the hole. Here in the bottom of the third, the Eagles would love to extend this lead. Cunningham comes set. A look at second base. The 1-2 pitch. Cooper sent it right back up the middle, base hit. Playing it is the center fielder. The throw in quickly cut off at first base by Farmer, and runners on the corners with no outs. Another base hit for Cooper Thomas. That looked just like the bottom of the 7th yesterday against Heath. As Cooper sent one past the head of the pitcher Bryant into center field. That set up the same scenario with runners on the corners and then proceeded to steal second base. So Gavin Kelly moves up to third base. Cooper Thomas picks up the second hit of the ball game for the Eagles. Down at first base. And you expect that he will be off and running pretty soon as Jack Kiki steps in. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to right field back in the first inning. Cooper leads off first. Farmer holds him on. Kelly off third. Cooper off and running, and it hits Kiki in the back. And so now the base is loaded with no outs. Strips the stolen base away from Cooper Thomas. But it gives the Eagles a bases loaded situation with no outs. And now it'll be Tilly Brown coming into courtesy run for the pitcher, Jack Kiki. So number 9, Tillman Brown, into run at first base for Jack Kiki. The catcher, Wilrick, will head out and talk with Cunningham. Wow, so reminiscent at the bottom of the 7th yesterday against the Heath Hawks. Bases loaded with no outs, and Connor Young steps in at the plate with a chance to rip this one open for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 3rd. He walked it off with a 3 RBI triple in the bottom of the 7th over Heath yesterday. Connor steps back in here now for his second at bat. He's 0 for 0 in the ballgame. Walked and was left stranded in the 1st. Cunningham's first pitch to Connor Young. Check swing, but they're going to say it's a hit by pitch. It did not squirt away. It hit his foot, and that will bring a run in. An RBI on a hit by pitch. Scores Gavin Kelly from 3rd. So the Eagles take the 2-0 lead now on the back-to-back hit by pitch. Second batter hit. Cooper Thomas will move up to 3rd. Tillman Brown to 2nd. And an RBI for Connor Young on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Brayton Rogers, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Grounded out to the shortstop back in the 1st inning. Brayton steps in here with no outs, and the bases loaded for him. The Eagles here in the bottom of the 3rd. Cooper Thomas at 3rd. Tillman Brown at 2nd. Connor Young at 1st. Max Cunningham will step off. Now the 3rd base gets chirping. The crowd might pick up the Eagle players. Starting to get things rolling here in the bottom of the 3rd. A 2-0 lead. Max Cunningham comes set. The first pitch to Rogers. Down low and away. Takes it in the turf for ball 1. Some activity. Little scuttle going on down in the first base bullpen. Cunningham comes set. The 1-0 pitch to Brayden Rogers. That one's in there for a called strike 1. 1-1 the count. Brayden waiting to see a strike there after 2 batters hit in a row by Cunningham. Now a 1-1 count with no outs and the bases full. Thomas off 3rd base. Tillman Brown off 2nd. Connor Young off 1st. Cunningham comes set in the stretch. The 1-1 pitch to Brayden Rogers. Fouled off back to the backstop. Just missed the camera. We appreciate that. Or the microphone. 1-2 the count now to Brayden Rogers. But the activity, someone's starting to throw there in the first base dugout now. Had someone stretching, working out. But now bullpen catcher throwing with somebody. They've got it blocked by the dugout. We'll try to find out who's warming up. Cunningham comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Curtin hits it out towards 2nd. He'll turn, throw to 2nd. It's an error. The throw is wide. That'll score 2. Connor Young's going to get all the way to 3rd base. Brayden Rogers moves into 2nd base, and the Eagles lead it 4-0. The flip from Estrada to Holder at 2nd base was wide. Tried to turn the double play. And so the first error of the ball game cost the Jaguars 2 runs. The catcher Brayden Rogers will come out, and Clayton King will come into courtesy run for the catcher at 2nd base. And no outs. 3 runs across here in the inning. And that'll bring up Cade Erickson, who's 1 for 1 with a triple and a run scored. So Rogers reaches on a fielder's choice. The first error of the ball game, an E4. Allowed Connor Young to reach 2nd and then move up to 3rd. The first pitch to Erickson. Low and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count to Cade Erickson. Left-handed hitting junior steps back in. Cunningham comes set with runners on second and third. The 1-0 pitch. Erickson fouls it off back to the screen. 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike to Cade Erickson. Cunningham, a long look in. Clayton King, the courtesy runner at second. Connor Young off third. The 1-1 pitch. Inside corner, call it strike two. 1-2 the count now to Erickson. Beautiful shot down the first base line. A leadoff triple back in the second inning. Came on to score on a pass ball. Now the Eagles have tacked on 3 more here in the bottom of the third. Still no outs. The 1-2 pitch to Erickson. Just misses outside for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. I'll double check with my sources, but I believe Rogers will get an RBI, at least one RBI. Thomas would have scored from third even on a double play, so he should get 1 RBI. The second one will not be credited because it occurred on an error. But we'll double check that, make sure Rogers gets what he deserves here. The 2-2 pitch. Erickson swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 1. The third strikeout of the ball game for Max Cunningham. And with 1 out and runners at second and third, in steps Caleb McDougal, the DH. Caleb 0 for 1 in the ball game. Struck out back in the second inning. Steps in here with a chance to put on some extra runs on the board for the Eagles. But it may come after a pitching change. We'll see. Coach Gessel. Nope, he just changes his defense. He'll bring the infield in here with 1 out and runners at second and third. No chance for to turn a double play here without anybody on first. So McDougal will settle in from the right side. Batting averages go up about 100 points, and the infield is brought in. Cunningham's first pitch to Caleb. Ball hit up the middle, base hit. That's going to be 2 RBIs for Caleb McDougal as the center fielder will come up throwing, but Farmer will cut that with no chance to get the speedy Clayton King. So Caleb McDougal does the job, and 2 RBI single, and Georgetown leads it 6-0 now here at the bottom of the third. A runner at first, and now that'll bring up Colton Green. And this is quickly pushing Coach Gordon Gessel to the bullpen. See how quick he pulls it. He may pull it right here. And I think it's time. Coach Gessel will take the mound. We'll take a break, come back, and bring you the changes. Eagle Baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Last year was too much. Enemy within self. Whispers and aromas. Had to take him back for my health. Who's to blame for my problems? It's me and nobody else. Yeah, life comes with stress. Time is how we're blessed. Too much of my day's been focused around what's next. Dark road, I walk alone. Put it around my neck. Put it around my wrist. I'm puffing up my chest tight and I couldn't breathe in my heart. Pumping bad tendencies and this isolation is killing me. But I can't but now cause I'm scared to be. When they throw me down, do I plan to speak? Do I wait to see where they're taking me? My cuffs are locked but I got the keys. Will I do what it takes to be free? Cause I'm chosen. I hear them calling me, hold it. They kill me now if they notice. So take control of emotions. I know I'm bad but ain't broken. Still comfortable in this groaning. I can't get out without owning. A part of me I hate showing. I'm holding fast in this grip, pessimistic. Can't escape but I'm scared I missed it. My bones are scraping, my hands are blistered. I'm falling down and I'm seeing crimson. Ain't pick me up but drag me the distance. How to get her, I should've listened. They marching on and I see the prison. I know it's calling out. Listen, I paid on the love I was given. I went on my way and I gave them my ticket. I fell into something that led me to sin. And I listened to voices that told me I'm missing the spirit that's been here before the beginning. And still it's gonna be here long after the finish. Told me I don't need him and I shouldn't see him. And all that I need was a vision of freedom. All that I'm seeing, so I'm Philippine. They threw me in cages, I'm facing a legion. I've been here too long and my spirit's been weak. And I still want a chance, but I'm scared if I leave it. To see me and tear me and break me to pieces. I can't help but freezing, I'm stuck on my knees and they willing to move, but I can't be defeated. Now I hear his voice and I'm seeing him beat. I'm chosen. Can't take that step, I think my heart is frozen. It kills me in the moment, just not knowing. But I can't wait too long, my window's closing. Can't reach, but I can see you're on a throne. But like the way you're showing, my insecurities growing. Believing in what they spoken takes me out of the moment, puts me out of my lowest, leaving my peace stolen. It's that cold wind blows in. I've given up on break my heart, break my chains, break my thoughts, break my name, make me yours, make me whole.
Back live here at Eagle Field, and we have the CSCT call to the bullpen. Construction Specialists of Central Texas bringing you Eagle Baseball live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. And we take it to the call to the bullpen. The Johnson Jaguars will go to number 15, Grayson Golab, the 6'3", 170-pound sophomore pitcher who inherits a runner at first base and one out here in the bottom of the third. 5 runs across for the Eagles, and Colton Green steps in 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch misses for ball 1. So Braden Rogers reaches on the fielder's choice. Does get an RBI that scored Cooper Thomas, but not the second one. So we were correct on that. But to confirm, make sure Braden gets his statistical correctness. So he does drive in an RBI. McDougal with 2 on his single. Leads off first, held on by Farmer. The 1-0 to Colton Green. Runner off. He'll swing and a miss. The throw down. And no one covering the bag. It's into center field, and it gets away from the center fielder. Caleb gets up. McDougal will motor to third base. So miscommunication there on covering second base on the throwdown from the catcher, Wilrick. And McDougal all the way to third base. Now a runner in scoring position, just 90 feet away with 1 out. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Colton Green. Golab comes set in the stretch from the center of the rubber. The 1-1 pitch. Misses way outside. Ball 2. 2-1 to count to Connor Green. McDougal will get credit for a stolen base of second, and then advances on the error by the center fielder, Pantuso. The 2-1 pitch to Colton Green. Grounded foul towards the third base dugout. He evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good to see you, Blue. Some students out here with Coach Canfield taking in some baseball on this Friday afternoon. Golab comes set in the stretch. He'll peek over at McDougal at third. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, chopper to third. McDougal will retreat. The throw across the diamond. Pulls the first baseman off. It's an error. And Colton Green doesn't slow down. He's headed to third base, or to second base. That'll score McDougal from third. So an error on the third baseman. On Baker. Scores McDougal. For the 7th run of the ballgame, McDougal, that run is credited back to Max Cunningham. He was on base when Golab came in to pitch. So that should help us close the book on Max Cunningham. Colton Green down at second base on the E5. And now with 1 out and a runner at second base, in steps Braden Curtin. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Struck out back in the second inning. Steps in here with a runner at second and 1 out. Face off against the sophomore, Grayson Golab. Second pitcher of the ballgame for the Jaguars. And now Curtin will take time. The Jaguars very methodical in getting the pitch called into the catcher Wilrick and to the pitcher Golab. And Curtin didn't hesitate to step out and reset. Now Golab comes set. A look at second base. The first pitch to Curtin, up and in, just misses. A little bit of chin music there. Curtin gets out of the way. Braden, the 9th hitter of the inning here in the bottom of the third for the Eagles. With only one out, a runner at second base. Gavin Kelly led it all off with a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the third. He's on deck again. The 1-0 pitch. Curtin fouls it off the home plate, back behind home plate for strike one. 1-1 the count. Curtin will reset. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third inning, Georgetown has put up 6 runs so far and lead it 7-0 now over the San Antonio Johnson Jaguars. The 1-1 pitch stays high for ball 2. 2-1 the count to Curtin. Brayton, the senior, back in from the right side. Golab will come set in the stretch. A look at second base. The 2-1 pitch. Sails very high through the zone. Pops out of the glove of Wilrick, but it keeps it close to home plate. Colton Green can't advance. And now a 3-1 count to the first baseman, Braden Curtin, Gavin Kelly. On deck, Cooper Thomas in the hole for the Eagles here in the bottom of the third. Run rolls, 10-run lead after 5. Georgetown put a few more on and close it out over the next couple innings. 3-1 pitch misses for ball 4. So now runners on first and second for the Eagles as Curtin draws the walk. And that'll bring up Gavin Kelly. As Kelly bats for the second time here in the third inning. Walk on a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. Came around to score a run. Stole second base. Scored a run. Steps in here from the right side. Kelly at shortstop while Jack Kiki is on the mound for the Eagles today. Colton Green off second. Curtin off first. The first pitch to Kelly is low. Ball 1. Max Cunningham, 2 1/3 innings, 52 pitches thrown, 7 runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitch. A couple of big errors. Funneling the Eagles' runs here in the third inning. The 1-0 pitch. Nope, turned to second. They'll have Colton Green in a rundown. Braden Curtin will head, but a misfire to Estrada from the third baseman. Baker allows Colton Green to get back to the bag. So the rundown is not successful. Colton Green at second. Braden Curtin at first. Great job there. Heads up running by Braden Curtin. Went about halfway and was able to get back to first base. So Colton Green able to cruise back into second after Estrada unable to hold on to the throw from Baker. So we'll reset. 1 ball. No strikes. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike 1. 1-1 the count to Gavin Kelly. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third. 6 runs across in the inning. 7-0 lead for your Eagles. Golab comes set. A look at second base. The 1-1 pitch. Kelly right back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Colton Green will be waved around third. He'll head home. Here comes the throw. Farmer will cut it off the relay. Not in time. And an RBI single by Gavin Kelly makes it 8-0. Braden Curtin cruises into third base and runners on the corners. With 1 out here in the bottom of the third, the Eagles lead it 8-0. Good piece of hitting there by Gavin Kelly. Scores Colton Green from second base. Back to the top of the lineup we go. And Cooper Thomas, who's 1 for 2 in the day. Grounded out in the first. Singled and scored a run earlier here in the bottom of the third. Steps in here with runners on the corners and 1 out. Kelly leads off first, being held on by Farmer. Curtin leads off third. Golab comes set. The first pitch to Thomas. Misses low and outside for ball 1. Nice backhanded stop there by Wilrick to keep that from going past. On deck, Jack Kiki with Cooper Thomas at the bat. Go Lab, a long look in. We'll get the sign from Wilrick. Checks his runners, now comes set in the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count now. To Coop. Eagle baseball, 7 o'clock tonight. They'll take on the Prosper Eagles. Come join us live here at Eagle Field. Bring your hot hands, your blankets, whatever you need to stay warm. It'll cool off a little bit tonight, but we'll have the call live here on the SHN Sports Network. The 2-0 pitch to Thomas. Stays high through the zone. Ball 3. 3-0 the count now to the center fielder, Cooper Thomas. Runners on the corners, 1 out. 7 runs across here in the inning. 8 on the board for the Eagles. Gotta think Cooper may have a red light here on 3-0, but then again, Cooper may just have a green light at 3-0. Go Lab comes set, the 3-0 pitch. Cooper had a green light, fouls it off down the first baseline, out of play, 3-1 to count. Be careful when you assume, folks, be careful. Cooper Thomas, the leadoff man, but has the power to take the ball to any part of the park. And a good cut at that one there. Just drove it foul and out of play down the first baseline. Reset here. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Gavin Kelly off first base. Braden Curtin off third base. Go Lab's 3-1 pitch. Misses for ball 4. And the bases are loaded full of Eagles again after a walk issued by Go Lab. That would be his 3rd walk. Or his 2nd walk of the ball game. And that'll bring up Jack Kiki. Curtin at 3rd, Kelly at 2nd, Thomas at 1st with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 8-0 the score. Georgetown put up 1 in the bottom of the 2nd, 7 so far here in the bottom of the 3rd. Go Lab, the sophomore, on in relief. Comes set in the stretch. The first pitch to Kiki. In there for a called strike on the off-speed pitch. 0-1 the count. Kiki 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flew out to right field in the first. Was hit by a pitch and scored a run earlier here in the 3rd inning. This is his 2nd plate appearance of the inning for Jack Kiki as well. 12th hitter of the inning for the Eagles. The 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. Wilrick, a great backhanded scoop on the slide to his right. Keep that one from giving up another run. 1-1 the count to Kiki. On deck, Connor Young for Georgetown. The Heath Hawks will take on the Prosper Eagles after this ball game. They're slated at a 4 o'clock start, and then Georgetown and Prosper will do battle at 7 p.m. tonight, the final game of day 2. And then back for more baseball tomorrow, day 3, the final day of the Central Texas First Pitch Classic. The 1-1 pitch gets away this time, but it comes right back from the backstop. On the wild pitch from Go Lab, and a great hustle by Wilrick keeps Curtin down at 3rd base. 2-1 the count now to Jack Kiki. 9 a.m. we'll play Friendship Tigers. The Friendship Tigers in game 1 of the day. And then at 11:30, the Eagles will take on Fort Bend Clements. The Rangers will come playing at Eagle Field at 11:30 tomorrow to wrap up day 3 here at Eagle Field of the Central Texas First Pitch Classic. A 2-1 pitch. Misses outside, ball 3. No room to put him. A walk will bring in a run for the Eagles. So Go Lab will have to go right at Kiki here with the 3-1 count. 1 out and the bases loaded. If you want more Eagle baseball, good thing you asked. You're going to get it next weekend. San Antonio, the Comal Classic. Go down to San Antonio and watch the Eagles. Tell us how it, now, if you can't make it, it's okay. Watch it here. Fouled off the 3-1 pitch back to the screen. The count goes full to Jack Kiki. We're going to go with the team down to San Antonio this year for the San Antonio Comal Classic. If you can't go down and watch the team on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, join us here live on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Myself and the miracle worker, Jerry Ann Harmon, will make it all happen behind the scenes for you live and free of charge because of our wonderful sponsors. The payoff pitch to Kiki. Ground ball hit out to short. A chance for a double play to get out of here. Play at second in time to first. In time, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the Eagles, bottom of the 3rd, comes to an end on a nice play there by Holder, Estrada, and Farmer. but not before Georgetown picks up 7 runs on a bunch of other stats that I'll have to accumulate over the break. 8-0, Georgetown leads it over the Johnson Jaguars. We'll come back for the top of the fourth. After this, stay with us.
It's like it's spiritual war going on. Better be prepared. Yeah, I ain't alone in the booth. Yeah, the spirit of work. Turn the microphone up. Yeah, I'm trying to be heard. Demons calling me up. Still been reading the word. A couple questions I need answering. I'm down for the search. So help me, Father. Help me, Father, man. I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons. It's like every night. Pray that in the darkness they can see the light. Help me, Father, as I grip the pen and start to write, Father. I need reconciling again. I keep pushing all these voices away with ink from a pen. You feel like a gift. You keep giving with no end. To the day I see your face, restoration, breathing it in. I was born with sin, the weight on my shoulders carried within. Baggage I won't let you taste till I'm holding tight like a kid. Surrounded by reflections instead of people that care. What's to worry about the climb out the shit of taking the stairs. Now I'm falling for the big, got me focused on plenty charts. Worry about the money, get pulled away from the artist.
Back here at Eagle Field, we go to the top of the fourth. The Johnson Jaguars will bring up the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Farmer, Munguia, and Estrada. Face off against Jack Kiki in his 4th inning of work. Kiki from the windup, the first pitch to Farmer. Line drive hit out into right field. Josue Hernandez to his left, comes in and makes the catch. 4 out, number 1, F9 in the book to retire Farmer. He is now 0 for 2 in the ball game after a ground out in the first and flew out just now to right field. Peyton Munguia is 0 for 1 in the ball game. The left fielder steps in here. He grounded out to short back in the 2nd inning. Steps in here with 1 out and the base is empty. Kiki from the windup, the first pitch to Munguia. Ground ball hit out towards short off the side of the mound. Kelly to his left, the quick throw. Scoop by Curtin in time. 4 out, number 2. So a quick 2 pitches, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th, 6-3 on the putout to retire Munguia. And with 2 down, the base is empty. Elvis Estrada steps in. He's 1 for 1 in the ballgame. He tripled down the left field line with 1 out in the 2nd inning. Was left stranded at third base after a beautiful defensive play by Connor Young. The first pitch to Estrada. Low and away for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Through 3 innings, Kiki has allowed 2 hits, walked 1, hit 1, has only thrown 30 pitches through 3. As he works here with 2 outs and the base is empty, the 1-0 pitch. Estrada fly ball into right center field. Cooper Thomas to his left. Jose Hernandez will give way. The ball continues to blow, but Cooper Thomas will make the catch. 4 out, number 3. A beautiful 4-pitch inning for Jack Kiki. Gets us out of the top of the 4th before we can even figure out what's going on. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. To the bottom of the 4th we go. 8-0, Georgetown leads it. Eagle baseball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Take first step, I can't hold my breath. Listen to the power flowing from within my chest. If you ain't seeing the picture, then you might be next. This the rise, and I'm taking all that I can't get. Step 2, gave my life to him who paid my debt. Aligning with the angels, only set our rep. Confidence is building up and you can keep your check. I got my royalties in heaven, after death I'm blessed. So try and stop the wave coming, or keep your threat. Cause I've been on it since a child, come and see my flesh. Pour out my heart, soul and mind, is what I got left. To beat myself, to level up and break that shell. I've been through hell and learned that the pain I felt was just another tool to keep me locked up in that cell. Had to make my own rules, leaving where I dwell. Now I'm standing on the stage, witness me prevail. I'm on chains of falling, freedom calling, bringing, I'm all in, bringing, I'm all in. Chains of falling, freedom.
Back live here at Eagle Field. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, and Georgetown will bring up the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Young, Rogers, and Erickson, to face off against Golab at his second inning of work. Came in to close out the bottom of the third inning, the final 2/3 of the inning. In his first inning of work, the 2/3, he gave up 1 run on 1 hit, walked 2. Connor Young steps in. Takes the first pitch for a called strike, 0-1 the count. Connor 0 for 0 in the ballgame. Walked in the first, was left stranded at first base. Hit by a pitch and scored a run in the bottom of the third. As he leads things off here in the bottom of the fourth. Had an RBI that drove in Gavin Kelly when he was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded back in the third inning. The 0-1 pitch misses low for ball 1. 1-1 the count. To the junior second baseman, Connor Young. Throws right, bats left, steps back in for the left side as Golab works out of the stretch for the Jaguars. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, we yanked foul. Coach Durrell spins around and watches it like a Jordan Vieira trained coach. In case Coach V's listening in today. Durrell didn't even move the hands from the hips. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Connor Young. Got to give him a hard time. Got to do it. Young steps back in from the left side. Golab, the 1-2 pitch. Just misses outside for ball 2. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, we'll be on the road, San Antonio, to bring you Georgetown Eagle baseball. At least 5 games will be played. The 2-2 pitch. Young fly ball into center field. Bantuso circles back under it, makes the catch for out number 1. F8 in the book to retire Connor Young for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Braden Rogers, the catcher. Rogers 0 for 2 in the ball game, grounded out in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. That scored Cooper Thomas, so he got an RBI there. Came around to score a run of his own. Well, Clayton King scored it as the courtesy runner for the catcher. So Rogers steps in here 0 for 2 with an RBI. Empty bases with 1 out. Takes the first pitch, an off-speed breaking pitch. In there for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Golab comes set. The 0-1 pitch to Rogers. Foul tip into the glove of Wilrick for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Wilrick going with some drastically off-speed pitches here against Rogers. Braden back in from the right side. Golab comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Back with a fastball, and Braden fights it off. Stays alive in the at-bat. No balls and 2 strikes. In the 2/3 of an inning, worked in the bottom of the third for Golab. He threw 24 pitches as he works here in the bottom of the fourth for the Jaguars. No activity in the Jaguar bullpen. The 0-2 pitch skips in to the left-handed batter's box off of Wilrick, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now to the senior catcher, Braden Rogers. Golab a long look in. Now comes set in the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. 2-2 the count now. As Braden's worked it back to an even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch to Rogers. Line drive off the glove of the third baseman, Baker, into left field. And Braden Rogers reaches first base with one out.
Up to bat, number 3, Cade Erickson.
Looking to see if they give it a hit or an error in the press box. Base hit for Braden Rogers on the line drive.
Courtesy runner number 4,
Clayton King will come in to run for the catcher, Braden Rogers. Second hit allowed by Golab. And with one out and a runner at first base, in steps the left fielder, number 3, Cade Erickson, who's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A triple and a run scored in the second. Struck out swinging in the third. First pitch from Golab. Foul tip into the glove of Wilrick for strike one. 0-1 the count to the junior left fielder, Cade Erickson. Having some outfield camera problems again. We'll have to check that and make sure. The 0-1 pitch fouled off. Back to the screen. 0-2 the count now to Cade Erickson. So we'll make some alterations to the cameras in here in the booth, but technical difficulties to start the season. We'll try to get them figured out. The 0-1 pitch, or 0-2 pitch. We'll have to wait. Throw over to first base. First baseman, it is not Farmer over there anymore. It looks like it's number 14, Jacob Willingham. Defensively at first base. The 0-2 pitch misses up and away for ball one. 1-2 the count. So we'll double check on that. But I think number 14's defensively, he is at first base. So Willingham is at first base defensively for the Jaguars now. Golab comes set. The 1-2 pitch to Cade Erickson. Just misses for ball two. 2-2 the count. A lot of substitutions into the ball game here for the Jaguars. Now at second base, Christian Ordonez, number 10, is in. The 2-2 pitch to Erickson. Lays off and takes it low and inside for ball three. So now Erickson's worked it back to a full count. Fouls off the payoff pitch. Stays alive with a full count. In left field, Gustavo Gerardo is in left field defensively. And second base, Caleb Rodriguez now the shortstop defensively for the Jaguars. Payoff pitch misses outside, ball four. A one-out walk now has runners at first and second for the Eagles. And in steps number 12, Caleb McDougal. There's a new catcher behind the plate as well. It's not Wilrick. Ruben Ponce, number 6. Back behind the plate now. The 5'6", 650-pound junior. So a lot of defensive changes here. For the Jaguars defensively. McDougal steps in, 1 for 2 of the ball game. First pitch to McDougal. In there for a called strike. Erickson, the third walk issued by Golab. Runners now at first and second with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. McDougal ready to go on the 0-1 pitch. Caleb's shot out to the right of the shortstop into left field. It's a base hit, but they will hold Clayton King at third base as the throw comes in, cut off by the third baseman, number 11, Justin Baker. And that'll load the bases up as McDougal picks up his second hit of the ball game. Back-to-back singles. So Clayton King up to third base. Erickson down to second on the third hit allowed by Golab, the sixth of the ball game for the Eagles. And now Golab will come set and face off against Colton Green. Wild pitch. But everyone has to retreat as it came hard off of the backstop padding. Back to the catcher, Ponce. So a 1-0 count. Colton Green, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Lined out to second in the second inning. Reached on an error and scored a run in the third. Sends this one into right field. The right fielder, Fuentes, makes the catch. Clayton King will tag at third. He'll head home, and he will slide in safely with the ninth run of the inning. The throw gets away from the catcher, Ponce, and that allows McDougal to tag and advance to second. So now Erickson at third. McDougal at second. A sac fly there by Colton Green. Plates the ninth run of the ballgame for Georgetown. And now Brayton Curtin will step in with 2 outs. And runners at second and third here in the bottom of the fourth. The Eagles just 1 run away from a run rule situation. They'd have to get the Jaguars out in the top of the fifth. The first pitch to Curtin fouls it back out of play over the clamshell. 0-1 the count. But a nice job there, an RBI sac fly by Colton Green. 0-1 the count. To Brayton Curtin. Golab comes set, the 0-1 pitch. Curtin lays off and takes it for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Coach Gessel talking to his catcher Ponce. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off back to the screen. 1-2 the count now to Brayton Curtin. Here in the bottom of the fourth, 1 run across. It's a 9-0 lead for Georgetown. Georgetown looking to advance to 3-0 on the young season. The game tonight at 7 p.m. against the Prosper Eagles. If you want to watch some good high school baseball, come out to that ball game, 7 p.m. Concession stand will be open. The goodies available. Bring you a little blanket. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive left field. It's an RBI base hit by Brayton Curtin, and that'll score Erickson for the 10th run of the ball game. McDougal will hold up at third. Runners on the corners. An RBI single for Brayton Curtin. Makes it a run rule situation now for Georgetown if they can hold the Jaguars in the top of the 5th inning. Nice piece of hitting there by Brayton Curtin. Scores Erickson. And in steps number 22, Gavin Kelly. Fourth hit allowed by Golab, 3rd run. And now Kelly steps in, 1 for 1 of the ball game. Walked and scored a run in his first at bat in the 3rd inning. Takes this pitch high for ball 1. 1-0 the count. And then in his second at bat of the 3rd inning, he hit an RBI single that scored Colton Green. He was left stranded at second base in the bottom of the 3rd. Steps in here with 2 outs and runners on the corners. The pitch, low and away. Good block by the catcher Ponce. Keeps McDougal at second. Brayton Curtin at first. A 2-0 count. 10-0. Georgetown leads it. Golab will come set. Line drive up the middle. Hits off the mound into center field. That'll score Caleb McDougal. Here comes the throw to third, and it's going to be safe. He would have had him, but the ball shot out of the glove of Baker on the tag attempt of Curtin. And so Curtin is safe. But an RBI single for Gavin Kelly, back-to-back at-bats. Scores the 11th run of the ball game for the Eagles. 4th on Golab, his 5th hit allowed. Curtin to third, but then Kelly advances on the throw to third base. to second base. So now runners at second and third, and in steps Cooper Thomas. Cooper 1 for 2 in the ball game. Grounded out in the first. Single and a run scored in his first at bat of the third inning, and then walked in the second plate appearance of the third inning. Steps in here in the fourth with runners on second and third. 2 outs, an 11-0 lead. The first pitch to Cooper. Foul ball back out of play down the first baseline. 0-1 the count. Oh, and 1 to count to Cooper. Golab will come set. A look at second base. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball into center field. Pantuso on the run. He'll get back, settle under it, make the catch for out number 3. And that will bring the end of the fourth inning for the Eagles, but not before they pick up 3 more runs to lead it 11-0. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 2 runners left on base. After 4 complete innings, Georgetown 11. San Antonio Johnson 0. 3 more outs, and it's a run rule. The Eagles return here in a minute. Stay with us.
Double barrel with the word, ayy. If y'all with it, y'all hear me in the first place. Independent, they gon' sign you in the worst way. And I know you only out there with a church stay. ATS collected, we gon' get it at the birthplace. Got called, had to answer with the worst say. Spirit from meeting, so I took the mic to praise Jay. See what he do in my life, yeah, from the third day. No sleep, but new highs, the red eye. Eyes red from nice wind, I stay tied. No high and no lie, and no shy. With them boy, they got for him the most I ever did was take time to drink wine and to break bread to consecrate the main guy. Sit tired and take time to praise Jah. The music maker, the ground shaker, the supply. I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like. Won't play with no sinning. 33 years to forever, we winning like. No cap, I'm fitted. God on my army and he took my sentence like.
Back live here at Eagle Field we go to the top of the 5th. Pinch hitter is Ponce, the catcher. First pitch from Jack Kiki, fouled off back to the backstop. 0-1 the count. Ponce hitting here in the 7th slot for the catcher Wilrick. He came in defensively in the bottom of the 4th. Stays in to hit here. Ruben Ponce, the 5'6", 150-pound junior. Kiki in his 5th inning of work from the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Skips in for ball 1, 1-1 the count. On deck will be number 9, Jordan Bice. Pinch hitting. The 1-1 pitch to Ponce, up over the head as he ducks down under it for ball 2, 2-1 the count. Coach Durrell, a little bit of hustle there to catch the ball that popped out of the glove of Braden Rogers. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back out of play over the clamshell. 2-2 the count now to Ruben Ponce. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great sound effects. The broken glass. Somebody's windshield. We still need to get a glass sponsor. Still need to get the glass sponsor. 2-2 pitch. Chases one down on the turf. Braden Rogers tagged the runner, and Ponce even gave up, but they're going to say he has to throw down to first. So a strikeout for Kiki. The first of the ball game comes here in the top of the 5th.
Up to bat, number 9, Jordan Bice.
So Jordan Bice, the pinch hitter here. 6'1", 180-pound junior, hits from the right side. The first pitch, ground ball hit to third. Colton Green will field it on a hop. The throw across the diamond. Nice and perfect right there to the glove of Braden Curtin for out number 2. 5-3 on the putout. And that'll bring up number 2, Caleb Rodriguez.
Caleb Rodriguez.
Came in defensively in the bottom half of the 4th. Bats here in the number 9 slot with 2 outs. First pitch, swing, Foul ball, and it goes off the leg of Braden Rogers. The umpire will walk a ball out to Jack Kiki and let Braden get a little recovery time there. Nice little chat with Jack talking about what's available for lunch in the concession stand. Go check them out. Yesterday was some pulled pork sandwiches. Mr. Green killed it. It was good. People having pulled pork nachos. But you can get everything down there. Sodas, Gatorade, water, snacks, burgers, hot dogs. Come enjoy it. Watch Georgetown baseball, 7 o'clock. There'll be a good game in between this one and the 7 o'clock tilt. And that'll be Prosper and the Heath Hawks going at it at 4 p.m. Come join us here at Eagle Field for that one. 0-1 the count to Rodriguez. Kiki from the windup, the 0-1 pitch. Just misses for ball one. 1-1 the count now to Caleb Rodriguez. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit to third. Colton Green's going to have to charge and throw on the run. The throw, not in time. Rodriguez will beat it out. A nice effort there, but Colton having to come in a long way, field it, and make the throw on the run. See if they're going to field that was an error or a base hit. I think it's an infield single. So we're going to give him a hit. It'll be the third of the ball game for the Jaguars. Foul ball back to the screen by number 16, Jaden Alvarado, the 6'2", 170-pound senior. Batting here in the number 1 spot, the top of the order. Alvarado 0-1 in the count now. Kiki from the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball right side of the infield. Braden Curtin calls for it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3, and that's the ball game. Georgetown victorious 11-0 in 5 innings over the San Antonio Johnson Jaguars. They move to 3-0 on the young season. P3 in the book to retire Alvarado and the Jaguars here in the top of the 5th. 11-0, Georgetown wins it. After this, we'll go down to the field. We'll talk to Coach David Durrell. And I think we're going to talk to Gavin Kelly. Stay with us. We'll be right back live here on the SHN Sports Network. Back live here at Eagle Field. See if they can turn the music down in the stadium, but a chance to talk to Coach Durrell. And GK joins us. It's our player of the game. Coach, I've been talking to some people. I don't know the last time Georgetown has started the Central Texas First Pitch Classic 3-0. But then, man, How do you start a head coaching career at Georgetown High School, 3-0? This team is just a battling team. It's fun to watch in these first 3 games. Different ways of winning. 2 come-from-behind wins. In this one, it's slowly methodical and then just pouring it on, making mistakes compound. And it seems like this team's good at it, but, man, up and down this lineup, activity going for this team.
Absolutely. Yeah. After some very emotional games yesterday, come back from wins in both. As a coach, you never know how your kids are gonna come back the next day, and are they up, are they down? It's a lot of emotion that happened yesterday. So it's great to see our guys come out and get our bats swinging. It was really, really good to see our bats getting strong today.
You're going to go from a game like this where you blank a team like San Antonio Johnson, who's historically made a run through the playoffs last year, a battle with Lake Travis towards the end of the year. But now you got a Prosper Eagles team coming in tonight. Expect that to be a battle. What do we expect there out of Prosper in that face-off tonight here at 7 p.m.?
Oh, man, our guys are trained, man. Every team we play is a faceless opponent. We don't care if it's Prosper. We don't care if it's Fire Mountain. We don't care if it's Round Rock. We're going to attack them the same way we attack every team. It's just every pitch, every out, just competing our tail end off.
It's Coach. He's 3-0, but now we boot him, and we bring in the big GK. GK goes 2 for 2 on the day, a walk, 2 singles, RBIs up and down. But you seem to be the movable piece right now in this lineup and in this fielding. Oh, Lord have mercy, it's the boys. You go from the outfield multiple times yesterday now to the shortstop today and make some plays defensively but also at the plate. What's going through the mind? How much fun are you having in this early start to the season?
I'm just happy to contribute to my team in any way possible. I mean, whether it's playing outfield, playing infield, I'm ready for whatever Coach asks.
As you guys try to figure out your identity as a team, as you figure it out as under this coaching staff, and who's going to be where and who's going to fit in where, how much fun is that for you, and how much are you guys taking this day by day but have the expectation that you're going to continue to perform?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, just coming out here every day with our guys, it's fun, and whoever plays is ready to go. We all play together well.
Any shout-outs before I let you get out of here?
Shout out my parents and Connor Young.
There it is, GK. The Eagles win it. I'm going to get this dude right there. The Eagles win it. They moved to 3-0. Oh, I'm going to take one of these hats with me. This is the nice ones. If anybody wants them, I've got them for sale. They were on a good sell here today. The Eagles are 3-0 here in the First Pitch Classic. We come back at 7 p.m. against Prosper. Stay with us. Come out and join us. If you can't, we'll be live on the air, 7 p.m. Thanks for joining us now. Take a break. And remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good day, everybody.